Imagine it looks absolutely brilliant. A lot of cricket gets played here in Krefeld. It's also home to a lot of ICC matches. This pitch, now last year, if you remember, there was a fair bit of rain here, so it was quite damp. But this year, I mean, like most of Europe, it's been pretty dry up until now. Though there is some forecast for some rain this week, well, we're hoping that bypasses us. But because of the rain last year, I think the scores were lower. I think the average runs per innings was around about 87. But I am expecting that to be a lot higher. Temperatures at the moment today starting around 17 degrees. But we will get the highs of 27. But there is a little cloud cover around. Maybe we'll see the Kookaburra move around a little bit more. So we're getting ready for the start of the first match. And it's a positive move from the Golden Star Bonn. They're deciding the new team that they're going to have a bat first. And one man that I'm really looking forward to sharing our commentary position again with is Gadi Raja Ujjwal. It's been a while, Gadi Raja, but I know you're looking forward to rock and roll. Over to you for the start of match number 1 here in Krefeld.
Hello and good morning, everyone. Rico Full, wonderful to be back with him in the mix over here. And these scenes are being brought to you from the fan code ECS Germany in Krefeld, of course. As Rico just said, beautiful scenes unfolding in front of us over here. There were some dark clouds this morning when we made our way over here, but they made themselves disappear in no time. You can see some rays of sunshine fighting their way through those thickets of clouds as, well, the reigning champions of the ECS Germany Krefeld Bonn Blue Star make their way out onto the field. Golden Star Bonn, of course, making their debut today in this tournament, and they'll be looking to make a positive start with the bat. It's an audacious thing to do, win the toss and bat first, very first game. And that's some great positive intent from the get-go here for the Golden Star Bonn. This pitch has shown some spongy bounce every now and again, so we'll be interested to see how this plays out, considering that this pitch has been beaten down by the sun. There's a heat wave, of course, going across Europe. We'll all be happy to turn in some quieter temperatures. Conditions nice and pleasant right here as Rico is making his way over here to join me. Welcome back, Rico. It's lovely to be here next to you. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing very, very well. Good morning, everybody, and good morning to you. It's lovely to be back here. In fact, the last time we were doing some commentating together, it was here, right? It was the T20Is. Remind me, Germany, France, Norway. Is that right?
That's exactly it, Rico. It was a whale of a time.
Yes, great to be back. Lovely to be back to this fantastic facility, looking as good as ever. Good morning to all the people on the chat already bright and early. The early birds. Looking forward to start this. Hey, look, I've got to say this. First of all, I'm going to say namaste, salam alaikum, sas sri akal, aibawan to all of our viewers in the fan code European cricket that'll be watching via fan code. And it's a big day, of course, for a lot of people in India. So I'm going to say happy Independence Day to you all out there. And hope you have a terrific day. And what better? You're probably having a day off work. So put the cricket on, enjoy, have a bit of a party. Well, we're ready to party as our official timekeeper. Welcome to Fadrike Constant as well, another partner for the European Cricket Network. That's it. The umpires are waiting to give us a heads up to. Umpire Nikal and umpire Manoj are out there. Umpire Nikal is the one that will be at the bowler's end for the start of the first ball. Yeah, good morning, everyone. It's absolutely wonderful to be back here. It's, also, let's say, I don't know if you followed it, Ujjwal. I mean, a great series in Dresden. Well done to all the teams. Thank you to all of the guys there at the RC Rugby and Cricket Ground. That made us feel so welcome, and congratulations to the champions there. I mean, Berlin Cricket Academy was sensational. But who's going to be the champions here? Here we go. First ball, and it's going to be a wide one. So that's the start. Big wide. Too much swinging. Looks like the bowler there just saying that he's just slipping a tad. Has a quick look at his shoes as he bowls that one. But we are seeing the champions, the defending champions here. They're fielding first, and they want to get off to a good start. Very important, Ujjwal. A team won here last year. Obviously, they're the team that everybody wants to beat. So they've got to put in a good performance here.
Yeah, there'll certainly be a few nerves involved over here. Assad, of course, an experienced campaigner. Well, this one struck beautifully down the ground. He finds the gap past that field red mud off, and the first boundary, Rico, already.
What a beauty. What a beautiful shot that is from Hasnain Naqvi. He's just right in his slot. He waits for it. I can see that the bowler's under a bit of pressure. He's just concentrating and getting the ball to pitch on the pitch after bowling the wide. And Naqvi says, I'm after you, buddy. You put it there, I'm going to put it away. So there's the first runs off the bat. And it comes courtesy of a boundary, 4 runs. You see the bowler there still, Asad Mohammed, just having a look at where his foot's landing. He's obviously feeling that maybe there's just a bit of moisture underneath where he's sliding around. But I must admit, I mean, I didn't see, because sometimes you do get a bit of dew in the grounds early mornings. No dew here at all. In fact, it's so dry, they've got the sprinklers on in the background. So maybe it's just the footwear that he's got on. Asad under a bit of pressure. Let's see if he can come back well. A wide and a 4 to start.
Well, another ball that's bowled full, but this time he digs that one out, and the field red mud off has been stationed a little too deep there for my liking, Rico. They'll sneak a single there, and well, the debutants in terms of making their first ever appearance here in this tournament, the Golden Star Bonn, they're off to a good start over here. Asad Mohammed, of course, has played for Germany before, so he's not a newcomer to this stage. He's been here and done that in the past.
Asad getting ready. Umpire says, hang on a minute, give him a chance. Just taking his guard. So Safi to face his first ball. Asad goes for a full pitch on. A bit of a risky shot there from Safi. I mean, it looks like he's going to just get the boundary. He does. It was risky, but it was worth the risk. He gets a 4 of his very first ball. I mean, again, it's a tentative delivery, this, from Asad. He definitely is having a few issues with his run-up. Look, he's very careful. Just floats his up there, and he sort of sweeps this. It's a sweep paddle from outside the off stump. 4 runs.
I think he's just trying to shape that ball, but no pace whatsoever on that ball from Asad Mohammed. He'll be trying to get his straps right. He walked down the track, did Safi there.
Well, this one's better. That's where he wants to be. Just a little bit more in that. He sort of hits the deck with it. He's not just floating it up. That's what he needs to do. And he gets the response straight away. A bit of away movement.
He's probably in there doing that job for them here. Trying to get that new ball talking is Asad. I think he'll try and add a few clicks to this ball as he goes through the course of his spell. It's a short one, of course. It's T10 cricket. There you go. Once again, struggling with that run-up is Asad.
Yeah, I mean, he is having issues. I'm not sure who he's talking to here. Maybe having a chat with his captain. Have a look at the non-strike area as well. I mean, he's got to be careful. Look, he's on his way already. And maybe that's just something that the bowler, Asad Mohammed, may just have taken note of. Say, hey, buddy, if you're that eager to go, you do realise I can have you. I can run you out. Asad, he's commentating as he's bowling, I think. In he comes again. Better delivery, but this has been picked up beautifully. It will go all the way. Bowl! Just like that, we have the first Maximo of this Fanco European Cricket Series in the Crefeld. What a beautiful shot that was. It wasn't a bad ball as well. It wasn't a bad ball, but the timing of that shot was exceptional.
Well, if that's the sort of a tournament that we're going to have, and if this is any of an exemplary first beginning, well, we're in for a cracker here, Rico.
Oh, he wants to take him on. Very good backing up. Very, very good that from Naqvi. Aja, he says, and they go, and they get there. That will be the end of the over. And what a good one it is. 17 that has come off it. So great start. And look, we always like partners and sponsors that come through. We're always shouting for you. And, well, we're going to give a big shout out to Frederica Constant. They are our official timekeeper. So welcome to the team, Frederica Constant. And, well, another proud partner of the Fanco European Cricket Series here that you're watching in Crefeld. And a lot of people are saying, what's that new voice? That's a new voice on here. Yes, it is. Not mine, of course. I'm old school. And Sundari is asking, who's your partner today? Well, Ujjwal, let them know who you are. Come on, sell yourself.
I'm Ujjwal Gadaraju, and it's a pleasure to be back here with the ECN and standing alongside Rico Full Well, cricket's something that we all live and breathe, and it's lovely to bring this action straight to you. It's Rana now here with the ball in hand.
Start. I'm getting flashbacks now to when I was here last time. It was that 3 days of cricket. And one thing I do remember is that the pace bowlers were getting this, and this is the bounce. I don't think it zips through. The pace bowlers will get the bounce, but if memory serves me right, Ujwal, it was the spinners that did the damage, right?
Absolutely, there's a lot of bounce and offer for the spinners, and from good length too, making life really difficult for
that
batters.
Could be a chance, it was a chance, it goes down, it goes through Ilyas's hand, the captain, like lightning. He's not able to take it. I mean, just have a look at the technique here, and he goes to take it, look at the hands there, yeah, doesn't have the gloves together, so it goes through, and that's going to be disappointment. Chasing the wide one, oh, that could have been nasty as well. He sniffs that Kookaburra as it gets past him. So the first opportunity, and it's Safi who gets dropped. The ball goes full force, and Safi being dropped there on 6. And the captain from Ilyas just not able to pick it up. This time's down the leg side, and well, this is well taken by the captain. Just really well. Look where he ends up there. That is a super take. I mean, this one is called a wide. It could have been 5. So he doesn't quite make amends of the catch going down, but he does really well. Just the skipper getting there. That's good work, good footwork, good take.
Well, the key there, though, is that the batters pressed for that single. They're running for everything already here. It's only 8 balls been bowled, 22 runs on the board. Some excellent stuff from positive cricket from the Golden Stars Bonn.
It's pitched up, and he's put it away through the gap. A lovely shot through the covers. A little bit uppish, but you can afford to do that in the power play. And he gets that through. It's 4 more. They gain at a great rate here. Well, they are the Stars. You can see the star on the jersey. I'm really loving their tops. I mean, I'm loving the colours there. I mean, I like the purple. Purple, it's a bit of royalty. I mean, in Rome, you could only wear purple if you were royalty. And that star, that's absolutely dashing. And that shot is dashing as well. What about the pads? Well, we are talking about the Golden Stars Bonn, but those pads certainly are golden. Bit short. One just goes straight to the fielder. No run there. But, keep an eye on that man as well. Ponjit Bra.
So a little late on that pull shot was Hasnain Naqvi, but I've liked what I've seen of him so far. Good cricketing shots, finding the boundary. A couple of occasions already has Naqvi, as Rana Singh runs in again.
Slower delivery, bit fuller. They'll take this thing. Oh, misfield. And this will allow the batters to come back for 2. That's not a good sign for the bowler either. The bowler's under a bit of pressure here, and then his fielder's letting him down. That was a conventional stop, and he doesn't get, allows them to get 2. This is a great start for a team making the debut. They're looking very sharp. They are putting the pressure on the champions, and the champions, I don't think they were expecting this. Here comes Singh again. It goes wide, and it will be called wide. Yeah, good call there by Manoj. Saying that you can't be bowling it there. I mean, it's a brave move, isn't it? You're making a debut. You haven't played before in a European Cricket Series. You win the toss, you bat. I mean, that tells you, that shows confidence in the captain and also in the squad.
It does, doesn't it? And it probably seeps through. Well, once again, they're trying to sneak another single. It's there for the taking. The keeper's slow on that ball again. So the second over comes to an end. The scoreboard's well and truly ticking here for the Golden Stars Bonn. Excellent start for them. It's quite early in the piece, Rico, just the first couple of overs done and dusted. But they'll be very happy with what the scoreboard reads right now.
Yeah, they will be. I mean, they're being assisted by some erratic bowling, you have to say. Asad Mohammed just couldn't get his footing right and sprayed it around a bit, and you saw there that Rana Singh just doesn't get the ball in the slot. This is where, as the captain, Karim Ilyas will be saying, hey, come on guys, I want you getting the ball right up there. Have a quick look at the teams here in front of you there. So we see that the 2 teams, goal they're playing at the moment, but you also got Archer and Rising Stars and by Spartans. The Spartans last year played under a different name, but those 2 teams are going to be doing it this afternoon. And that is also going to be a very exciting match here. Last year, Bayern Spartan played under the name of Bayer Erdingen Wolves. So we'll remember them. They're both teams that made it as far as the quarterfinals, but couldn't go any further, and looking to make a change there this time. But at the moment, the team that's looking to make the better start of all of them is a team making their debut, going really well. 31 on the board, 2 overs gone. Oh, this is a good delivery. That's better. That's where you want to be. And, well, Michael comes on and he says, okay, I don't know what you guys are doing, but I'm going to try and get the breakthrough here. Good work there from the keeper as well, the captain. But remember, he'll be disappointed. Keep an eye on that also. He did drop Safi when he was on 6. Safi at the moment is 14. He's at the non-striker's end. Nakvi on strike. Nakvi goes up in the air. Is this going to carry to the fielder? No, it dropped just short. They'll take the single. Sun is trying to break through here as well. We've had some great weather. Dresden was fantastic. Dresden, we've been troubled with rain there the past 2 years. Not this year. Let's hope that the same applies here. We were here earlier in the year last year in May, and we did have some weather issues, but this ground and this pitch played brilliantly all the way through it. I'm looking forward to seeing it play when it's dry. In the air, this one should go to hands. First opportunity, and it's been taken. Little communication fail there between the fielders, but the catch has been taken. No mistakes there from Vikramjeet. And the first wicket goes down. They get the breakthrough. They get the one that they wanted. And it is Safi that has to go. So he does get a chance when he was on 6. But Safi falls on 14 off his 7th delivery.
Well, he'll be happy that he did his job here, Safi. Not getting the middle of the bat on that occasion. Bit of a top edge there. And as we see so very often in T10 cricket, multiple fielders getting underneath that one. But, well, all's well that ends well here for the Bonn Blue Stars. They get their first wicket. Let's see how the Golden Stars Bonn will react now. Will they keep going? It is a short format, this one. And, well, baseball has been floating around. People have probably been playing with that attitude in T10 cricket long before the term made its way over. But, well, can the Bonn Blue Stars get back on the reins and garner some control over here?
Okay, well done to Faramula. Mikel gets the breakthrough, gets the wicket, and that just rewards of getting the ball just pitched up there slightly. He's not being short. You see the batters trying to keep the sort of pressure on the fielding side. They wanted to play the shots. I like that, and I hope the new batter that comes in is the same. Don't just wants to go out there and play shots. It certainly looks that way. Nicely struck. The bowler gets his hands to it, but the very good running once more, sees the opportunity and goes. Nice start from the new batter. So
I think it'd be too harsh to say that was a chance just about bouncing in front of him.
Yeah, Maritosh Biraji getting off the mark straight away.
What do you think is a good score here, Rico? We've already seen that spongy bounce come into play. It's hard to hit straight through the line over here.
Yeah, I mean, I used to just after this delivery is this one. Edge gone, another wicket, and that's exactly what they need. So now both openers have been removed. That's the big one. So it is Nakvi that now has to go. He goes for the unlucky 13. 13 for 8. A good score. I mean, from what I've seen out there, I think you're looking at what we've seen, pretty average all the way through some of the European cricket series that we've been to. I reckon that we're going to see scores of around about 95 to 105 being pretty competitive. I think you get more than the 110 here. It's going to be a good score and it's going to take some chasing. But I think it's going to be, I mean, looking at the way the pitch plays, the bowlers, good bowlers going to use that to their advantage. So there'll be some low scores. But I think good batters, if you get it, I've said this, I think it's very, the only thing I'm noticing here different between this pitch and the Dresden one, the ball did seem to hold up a little bit more. And I remember Tyrone. Hello, Tyrone, wherever you are. Tyrone Peters had a fantastic job with him in the confident position. Tyrone was saying he'd like the pitch to have just a little bit of moisture so the ball went through a bit more. This one tends to have that, but I think batters will prefer that as well, to be able to play these shots freely and the ball won't be popping up on. So I think my tip here is, you batter, get yourself in, get partnerships going, you will get big scores. But I think bowlers, especially if you've got teams that have got those very good opening seamers, get 4 overs in of the seam and then go for the spin. I think that's going to be, for me, that's going to be the trick. This one, it's on the pads, tries to clip it away, doesn't. It's well fielded.
What an excellent start here with the ball for Michael. Bit of a masterstroke here from the skipper, bringing him on. Assad went for a few runs in his first over, and this bowling change has led to great dividends here for the Bonn Blue Star team. 2 wickets in that over for Miakel. Well, the Golden Star Bonn's just been pegged back. We're flying away in glorious fashion. This was a very quiet over in comparison. Look at those two towers falling flat now in that third over. They're still striking at a good rate, or the GSB going at well over 11 and over, 34 for the loss of 2 wickets at the end of 3.
Yeah, but that was an important one, wasn't it? I mean, just the 2 runs from it and 2 wickets. A great bit of bowling from Michael. That's exactly what his captain would have won. And also, I think he saves the captain's blushes as well. By the captain dropped Safi, but he doesn't allow Safi to score too many more. Guru Singh is the new batter that comes in. He's on strike. Wants to go big. Oh, how about that? That's one way to do it if you're own bowling. And, well, Rana diving across, making a stop. So they're sticking with Rana Singh here. Does really well. Look, keeps his eye on it. Good bit of action and good work there from our production partners as well. A good morning to them. Martins, Dennis and Andrew. Lovely to be back on the road with you guys. I know that we're going to see some spectacular footage. Once more. He slices it up in the air. Should be another, and it is another. No mistake from the fielder. So there, once the openers have been taken away, taken out the equation, now they're making, it looks like they're making easy meat of the rest. Guru Singh goes for the big shot, doesn't get it. He goes for a 3-ball. Yes, you know, waiting for it. It's the first one here in Crefeld. It's a, yep, it's a duck. 3-ball duck for Guru Singh. So not a good start to his campaign.
Well, that's the first I've heard an impersonation of a dog from you, Rico. Quite interesting, that one.
A lot of things have happened since we last met, buddy. A lot of things. But not the best of shots from Guru. This is what I was saying to you. Batters have to get in. A lot of the times, a lot of batters have this mindset. It's T10, got to just go out this swing. It's not about that. It's about getting yourself in. Even if you take it for 4 to 6 balls, get yourself in, start to feel the bat onto the ball, and then get a partnership going. Guru Singh didn't want to do that. He was a man in a hurry. Now he's going to go back, and he goes for a duck.
Yeah, well, for the Golden Star Bonn, it's a bit of a, well, you live by the sod and you die by the sod sort of a situation here. The openers got here and got going, all guns blazing. All of a sudden, they're back in the hut. Number 3's been pegged back as well. Rana Singh finding his first wicket. It's hard to hit straight through the line on this ground. We're seeing these batters perish time and time again. Let's see what Rana has up his sleeve here. Well, this one's lifted up into the air. There's a fielder coming down. That'll be another wicket. And just like that, Rana Singh is on a hat-trick. Excellent stuff here from the bowlers. Once again, just letting the ball do the talking.
Yeah, good catch also from Haroon. He would have been under pressure as the first bit of work that he's got to put in, the first shift, and he does well, comes in, takes the catch, does Haroon Khan, and another wicket goes, and it's, I said that Guri was the first duck, but this is another one, and Madhupatu, he has to depart for a first baller. That's a golden duck. Yeah, he's got to go, and I know there's a bit of water around here in Crefeld. That's going to be another duck in the portal. This is what we had. Look, we saw 2 hat-tricks in Dresden, and we also saw 2 5-wicket hauls. Amrit Pal getting the hat-trick there for RCD, the Dresden boys, and Nick Krager, he was outstanding. I mean, that spell there from him, the first over was a 4-wicket quadruple maiden, and he ends up taking a 5, including a hat-trick. So, hat-trick ball here coming up. And, Rana Singh, there he is, Rana. Rana, by the way, means frog in Spain. I just thought I'd throw that out there. I don't know why. So maybe he's going to be jumping around, leaping around like a frog if he gets his hat-trick. I just want to see hat-trick ball as he had his aloo parotas this morning. Rana Singh, hat-trick ball. Asghar is the batter. Oh, he's got him! Jagdeep Hatte! We have a hat-trick! Sensational! Well, he is leaping around like a frog. Rana Singh कितना सवेरे सवेरे अपने परोठे खा के आया फट्टे जाग देते. Congratulations, Shaba to, well, the hero Rana Singh there. He has completed a hat-trick. What a magical moment for him this is, and what a magical start this is to this Fancode European Cricket Series here in Crefeld.
Well, the smiles are breaking there amongst the fielders in Bonn. Well, the Bonn Blue Star team is ecstatic. Look at that. Rana there, putting that ball, bringing that movement back into the batter once again. A bit of an inside edge there and finding the middle of the middle wicket. They are ecstatic here, are the Bonn Blue Stars.
Oh, this is brilliant. And you know what? We do see hat-tricks, of course we do. And like I said, we've seen a few already here in Germany. But this, for me, is a true hat-trick. And the reason I say that is he's not bowling at number 9, 10, 11. You know, it's not the end of the innings. It's right in the middle. It's right where you're expecting the batters to be able to play and you're expecting the batters to come back strong. But Rana, he has ripped through him. There he is, folks. We have a hat-trick. We have a hat-trick hero. Well bowled, Rana Singh. And, well, remember, he's still got 2 balls left. Well, look, that was an absolute beauty. I mean, that's the best one of the lot. The batter, unfortunately, Ashgar, well, if you're bowling to a new batter, that's where you want to be. And a deep Ashgar had no idea about that one.
He was playing away from his body, wasn't he? Bit of a gap between the bat and pad, and that was all Rana Singh needed. The new batter on strike is Raju Islam here. Will this be a double hat-trick? Well, nearly was there. Shaping this one away after bringing that previous delivery back into the batter. Excellent bowling here from Rana Singh after having started a little gingerly. Rana Singh is definitely finding his wind over here. It was shaping into the batter, bounced and seamed away. Excellent bit of stuff here from Rana Singh. 3 for 14, and he's got a ball up his sleeve.
Beautiful ball that was. It's a new batter. Well, will he go for the stumps here? Will he attack the stumps? No, he goes for width again. And it's a swing and a miss from Raju Islam. What an over. Come on, give him a round of applause. And, well, as we do that, we're going to give you a welcome. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this Fan Code European Cricket Series in Krefeld. Ujwal, well, there he is. A lot of people have been asking, who's the man with you? He's the man with me, Ujwal. Great to have you back again, sir. And great to be back here in Krefeld. Great to have you with us as well. And what a start. We have a hat-trick to start. Well, I'm getting all hot and bothered. The jacket's come off. It's hat-trick time. It has to come off. This is what it's all about. And I always say, the Fan Code European Cricket Series is all about making players' dreams come true. Well, Rana Singh, his dream has come true right here, right now. And, well, let's see if somebody else can. Maybe a batter. That's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for a batter to score a century. And that would certainly make my day. I'm 2 weeks here, then I'm going to Papua New Guinea to do my coaching. Everybody on the chat will know about that. But I'd love to see a individual century before I go. But look, it's great to be here. What a setup. Lovely setup here in Krefeld.
Love Krefeld. Amazing facilities over here for cricket lovers all around. There's plenty of space to come watch the game as well.
So back to the action now. Who we got coming in here now for Bonn Blue Star? Remember, we're watching the defending champions. So it's going to be Michael to continue. Bowls well, plays out now. He started it all off. Don't forget he's over. If you think that one from Singh was a good one, don't forget the 2 wickets that came from Michel's over. So he started it, got the new batters in there, and then Rana Singh just sort of continued to do well, finished the job. And that's 5 wickets that have fallen in 2 overs. And, well, that's also 5 wickets that's fallen with what, just 2 runs on the board, I believe, something like that, 2 or 3 runs on the board. So excellent stuff.
Well, let's see if GSB can recover from this blow. It's time to rebuild over here. Well, they're trying to sneak in another one, and they'll make it through safely. Runs have to keep coming here if they're to make a fist of this fight. GSB, no prizes for guessing who's right on top over here. Excellent over there, first up from Miakel. Followed up beautifully from Rana Singh. In the driver's seat are Bonn Blue Stars. There's a fielder being pushed back to long off, Asad Mahmoud. The other one, the deep square leg, and there's a deep cover as well. Going to the field are the Bonn Blue Stars here, keeping that one nice and upright, getting some shape on it as well.
Yeah, just want to say that over from Rana Singh. I mean, okay, it was a hat-trick, but it was a triple wicket maiden as well. I mean, that's just sensational. Triple wicket maiden. So those you can see there, 5 wickets falling with that score. That's quite amazing. Great stuff here. They're just trying to keep the pressure on here now. They don't want to let them step. Oh, that's an absolute beauty. What a seed this is. It misses everything. Goes straight through the batter, misses the stumps. Fortunately, the captain, Krumilius, doesn't miss it. Stops it. What a corker. What a corker. I'm seeing pace. This pitch is not holding up. Look, it's zipping through. And straight away, like I said a few moments ago, that is the difference between this surface and the one that we saw in Dresden. The one in Dresden, don't forget, is a newly laid pitch as well. It was only laid in April, so you expect that earlier from that one. This one is established. The ball is coming through. Oh, done him again. I don't know which line he's playing at here. He's trying to flick this ball down on the leg side, but he's not there for that shot. He's playing down the wrong line. He's got to be getting in line with the ball and play a bit straight.
Well, this is intelligent bowling from Miakal. He's taking the ball away the first couple of deliveries and then shaping these last two back in, keeping the batter guessing there. Bairagi will be keen to build a partnership here. He's only scored 2 of the 5 balls he's faced so far, so definitely under pressure here. Well, when the going gets tough.
Oh, he could be gone here, you know. Is that bat slid in? I don't know if the umpires are going to want to look at this again.
I think he probably just made it there. Bairagi hit that one straight to the fielder position at shot cover there. Didn't gather it cleanly, but the fielder there quick on his feet to try and peg it back to the bowler. Got those bails out. Well, that's a close call there. Oh, I think he was just about out there.
I think he's gone there, you know. I think if the umpires looking at this, they need to look at this.
Good piece of fielding there. Great work from the bowler.
I think the umpire's going to have to look at this. I reckon the third umpire, maybe Sir Rob Camin, is having a look at this again, because look, watch the bat here. The bat is in the air. I mean, that is sensational work from the production crew. I don't know if they are looking at this. I can see a bit of walkie-talkie work happening, but it looks like he's getting away with it, you know. It looks like they're getting away with that.
I'm not quite sure. I can tell clearly whether it was the ball that knocked the bails off or his hand. I think that's probably a bit of a doubt there in the mind of the umpires. Haroon's back with the ball. This one's shot and well guided past the keeper. He's found the gap there. Excellent shot in the end. He waited for that one nicely and dapped it behind the keeper. And it was too much work there for the fielder and third man to cut it off. So 4 welcome runs here for GSB.
Yeah, beautiful shot. A bit of the uppercut. But I guess he knows he's lucky to be out there. I mean, remember the umpires, they don't have the advantage of those replays, and if they don't call for it, I think they've gone with the on-field decision. Nice shot there off Sam Williams in the background, the project manager. Who's well, one of many tasks you have to perform is getting the banners looking nice and straight. Nice to have those banners around the ground as well.
Haroon, of course, took a hat-trick here during the ECL.
Beautifully played. That's a lovely shot. Well, he's just a little bit short at the moment. They're giving a little bit of width to the batter. And, well, Bairagi, he's probably thinking, I've had a bit of luck, and now it's time to play a few shots, and he does. And this one, just one bounce before it goes to the boundary, 4 runs.
Yeah, it looks like bounce isn't going to trouble Bairagi over here. There was some width on offer as well, and his eyes shot up in the light. He flayed that one. Bounces and past the rope there. Is this a case of a bit of a rebuilding and recovery here that we'll witness? Haroon runs in once again, a shot and wide ball, not gathered cleanly by the keeper, but that won't cost them runs. The extras are climbing up over here. Well, nearly 53% of all the runs scored here at the ECS in Krefeld have been in boundaries. We're getting to see a fair few of them already here. This one's full, and this one struck beautifully past the field red cover, and it's made its way past the boundary as well. Excellent hit, that one. They're going to try and check if that one made its way all the way over the fence, but I think it did clear the rope. Great hit there. I think he favors the offside, does Paritosh Bairagi. Well, Haroon under a bit of a pressure here. When it was short and wide, he went away for a couple of boundaries. This one was full and wide. I think width there is the problem for the bowler. He'll probably be looking to bowl that one a little closer to the wickets, nice and straight. He's got some protection in the deep, straight down the ground, long off going back. This one struck beautifully through the gap again, on the ground though this time. So Well, Paritosh Bairagi, after a quiet start, is finding his method over here. Harun Khan going for a few runs here. Islam should just stick around here, build this partnership. A bit of an extra bounce on that offer. Shy of the stumps at the bowler's end. They'll get another single here. GSB, they shouldn't panic over here. 5 wickets lost already, but there's still plenty of time to go in this game, as short as it seems to be. Harun Khan is an experienced campaigner. Went for a few runs. Let's see if he can correct over here. He's got 2 more. Beg your pardon, another ball to go. Can he finish this one quietly? It's Paritosh Bairagi back on strike. He's already struck 3 boundaries in this over. One excellent 6 over deep cover there. Last ball of this over. Well, this one's full and it's footed back down. That'll be kept down for a single. So there's a good bit of recovery here off the bat of Paritosh Bairagi. Can GSB keep this momentum going? We've got 4 more overs to go up their sleeve, and as Rico was saying a little while ago, if you get into the 95, 100, 105 run range, it's certainly going to be competitive. It's going to be another bowling change here. I think it's going to be Asad Mahmood. Went for a few runs at the get-go. Can he come back over here?
That was the important over that they needed there, didn't it, from Harun Khan. 18 came off it, just like that. I mean, remember 17 off the first, 14 off the second, and then you had that blip when they went for 3, 0, and 3, now 18. So this is where the champions have to do what champions do, bring it back in. 55 for 5 after 6. Oh, that's a good ball. Just follows the batter. He wants room, doesn't he? And that's well bowled. I think what they've probably seen already here now, that Bairaj, he likes room. Give him room outside the off stump, and it's short and room. He'll play away. He loves to play that shot, loves to play that uppercut. Just having a look, see if they've got the field set to him as well. I don't think it's right, Ujwal, because you've seen the shots he likes to play. He likes to play the uppercut. For me, the backward point has to be back.
Unless, of course, he bowls straight.
But this one's been, he rocks back and hooks this, the fielder. Well, he gets down, but he does stop it. I like that. That's what I like to see. Get dirty for your side. Makes the stop.
And also Mahmood's already looking much better here in his second over. I think it's probably the early morning jitters. His first over went for a few runs. He's also bowling it with a little bit of pace behind this one. I think he was trying to swing the ball in that first over. Didn't really put much behind it. Went for a few runs.
Yeah, I think that's quite important. I mean, Ujwal, I know that you just see this delivery one. No chance, and it's another one that's gone down, and that's 2 that's gone down from Cornelius. And how important will that one be? Because it's the main man that you want to try and get by Raji. I mean, it's a great effort. Look, he's diving to his right. You can see it goes in the glove. Just watch it in the gloves, but he's just not able to hold on to it. And now this ball is travelling quick, so he's done really well to get there. You see, he just almost takes the ice cream cone catch, but it's not to be. I think he's all right. He lands pretty heavily on his shoulder as well. Does KK, the captain. Call me KK, he says. We will do. Look, unlucky. Great effort. Would have been a great grab, but it goes down. It's another life, really, for Bairagi. Remember, he's lucky to be there. I mean, I reckon there was that run out. He was short, but it doesn't get picked up. And now he's making amends, and now that's another chance that he's had. Where can he end up? Could this be the batter that ends up hurting the champions?
Well, one of those shots that we see so very often in short form cricket. Batter nowhere close to the ball, throws his head back, and he's completely off balance when he's trying to strike that one.
Yeah, critical catch is what Love Moments is saying. Very good morning to everybody on the chat. A lot of good discussion happening on there at the moment. Oh, that's a good delivery. A slower ball. Slightly unlucky is the bowler. And he's probably thinking here that Assad, is anything going to go right for me? But the point I wanted to make is sometimes, I mean, you're a bowler like myself, and you're playing, of course, still for the Stallions. I hope they're having a good season. We'll talk more about that later. Any questions you got about Ujwal, where he plays here, which team he plays for, what he does, etc., fire him through. Don't be shy. But look, when you're a bowler, you've got to bang the ball in. No point thinking, If you're nervy, if you're unsettled about something, you're not going to bowl. Look, you see what that exactly sums it up perfectly. He is nervy. In the back of his mind, he is thinking. For some reason, he seems to be the only bowler that's having this issue. He's nervy. He's thinking about the pitch. He's thinking about where he's not even looking where he needs to be bowling. He's looking down at the surface, and that is reflecting his bowling. You just got to put that out of your mind, run in, and just bang the ball into the deck.
He's mixing it up nicely here as Asad. He's bowled a good over here on his return. Experience always makes a difference, and you can see that coming into the picture over here for Asad Mahmood.
Yeah, so once more, very, very happy Independence Day to everybody that is watching around the world, especially big Independence Day in India. A lot of people know we got watching fan code the sub-Indian continent. So yeah, have a great one, and I hope you're enjoying whatever you're doing, and also enjoying the cricket that we have for you as well. And look, we have a hat-trick as well, so how about that? Another big swing, the slow ball. So the variations here are good. He's not backing himself to get the pace in his bowling, but he hasn't done bad. I mean, I always say if you can bowl under 20 in 2 overs, you've done well. He's just gone over that, so that's a good recovery. Bearing in mind that his first ball, the first over, I should say, went for 17. And look, this is something that's exciting. Ujwal, we'll be talking a lot about this while we're together here. But the European Cricket Championship happening in Spain, in Malaga, that's going to be absolute cracking. Is there any groups there that you're looking at saying, wow, that's going to be special?
Well, I'm definitely going to keep my eyes tuned when Group D is playing.
Yeah, I wonder why. Germany, eh?
Well, let's see if they can go a little further ahead in this tournament this time around. Oh, wow, there's going to be a lot of exciting action here. Look at Group B there, Netherlands. It's going to be keeping their ears peeled, a nice peel, sorry.
What are your thoughts on it being day-night as well? So it's 5 matches a day, just to remind you. Got him! Just like that, he's right on the money. And Vikram Jeet, he comes back and he knocks him over. Well, what a start that is from him. That's his first ball. And there he goes. He says, yeah, too right. All smiles on the faces there. But they don't seem to be too worried. This score now 60 on the board. Another wicket goes down. When we saw Jeet, he played a big part in taking the catch, and now he's up there and he's knocking the timber over.
Well, and I think that's a key wicket here, Rico, and I could see this bubbling in. I think Raju Islam there didn't play it smartly. He should have been rotating the strike around when he was facing us in the last over, but he made those dot balls build up.
Yeah.
And that pressure, well, it can tell. And Paritosh Bairagi is making his way back to the hut.
Yeah, it's a good delivery. It's where you want to be. It's full, it's straight, it's Yorker length. You know that Bairagi, he's wanted the width. He's wanted the width. That's where he's played a lot of his shots. No width there. It's right on the pegs. Knocks him over. 23 of 16. He goes for the Yorker length again. Oh, he's got his back to the ball. He's not even looking. Well, he needs to be trying to make sure that's his. And now he's behind the stumps. Yeah. I think this is where the captain's probably saying to, hey, don't bowl and turn your back on the play. I mean, you need to be, if you want it, you've got to be charging down and making this ease. Look, he turns his back and the batter say, well, if you're not watching, we're going to take a single. And they do.
Well, Vikram Jeet seems keen on bowling those Yorkers over here. Very handy delivery to have up your sleeve, especially if you have control over it. Vikram runs in again. Raju Islam, can he make amends here? Well, he strikes this one beautifully down the ground, but there's a fielder station right here in front of us. Haroon, of course, fires that one back to the bowler. Excellent throw there. What a strong arm on this lad here.
Yeah, nice shot though as well. But yeah, good bit of work from the fielder. Jeet once more. I'm sure he'll be still trying to get that up right up there. He does. This is slashed and he's going to go over the infield. Now chase for the fielder's not going to get there. 4 more runs. And one thing I'm seeing here is that if it gets past you on this outfield, you're not going to stop it. It's pretty quick. I mean, though, as a lot of places around Europe, it's looking, I mean, it's still looking pretty decent, isn't it? But a lot of places have these water restrictions. But this outfield, it's been well watered. There are some dry parts there, but it's still very green. And it's very quick as well. And especially on that side, it seems to me like both sides of this ground has got a slight slope to it. It's not like the middle, it's on a bit of a, I wouldn't quite call it a hill, but it's higher up. So anything that goes past the 30-yard circle, either side, offside or leg side, is going to race away.
Well, the skipper's off to a good start here. Zakir Khan found some width on that previous occasion and threw his hands at it. He was looking to strike that one over covers, but he'll take those 4 runs nonetheless. This one struck straight down the ground. They're running hard here, but Haroon's got a rocket arm. He'll definitely not chance hit. Runs are coming, but well, not a flurry of boundaries as the GSB would be hoping. Bonn Blue Stars well and truly on top. 2 more overs to go here. I'll try to put up a fighting total over here, try and get past that 95 run mark if possible.
Yeah, that's what they're looking to do here. Just have a look at that worm. So, I mean, of course, those 5 wickets in that sort of spell, sort of over number 3 and 4, that's what caused the issues, all in the 30s. 5 wickets falling just for a couple of runs. But they've made a good recovery, but the man who made that recovery is no longer there. That's a good delivery, but that's struck really well. Again, you see the pace of the outfield here. I mean, the fielder there is not that far away from it, and that's beautifully struck. Lovely shot, plenty of power in it, and the placement is pretty good as well. So this is what I was talking about, Ujwal. I know that the bowlers, if you bowl a good line, you'll do well on it. You'll get the ball to move around, you get some good bounce. But if a batter can get himself in, there's runs to be scored as well, because you're going to get the reward from the pace coming onto the bat. You're also going to get the reward from a quick outfield. Khan, once more, battle off the Khans. And this is on the leg side. The fielder watches it bubble around, and oh no, please don't show this again. Bunty getting it wrong, and that will go for 4 runs. Well, Rajwinder Singh, unlike Rana Singh, he hasn't had the prawntas. He stuck to a bit of cereal this morning, and he makes a mess of it.
Well, he's made a meal of that one, and to make matters worse for the bowling side, that one's also been called a no ball, so it will be a free hit.
Yeah, it will be a free hit indeed. I'm wondering, I mean, maybe I'm being unkind to the fielder. Is that, I don't know, because I'm seeing the tape on the bat. That might not have been Rajwinder Singh. It might have been Zahir Abbas. Maybe they're trying to, that's supposed to be a 12 on the back of his shirt. But either way, it's not a good look. 4 runs that the bowler wouldn't have wanted to give away. Can't. He's expensive, wasn't he? And this time, well, he's in the action again. This time, he says, "I'll back you up. You take the ball," and it works out much better. I like the way he takes his cap off there. Says, "Well, look, I'm on camera again. Take my cap off. Make me hair look good." Somebody who's having trouble with their hair. Bit of breeze around is Haroon, the bowler.
Well, Haroon's going for a few runs here. Zakir Khan, on the other hand, is doing a good job for his team. This is the line and length he should be looking to bowl here, Rico.
Yeah, well bowled. The bowler once again turns his back on the action, and the wicketkeeper captain is shouting at him, saying, "Hey, ball nu dekhle karo." They're very keen to turn around and to get back to the mark, but not looking at what the action is here.
Raju Islam's really struggling here right there in the middle. He's got 4 of 8 balls that he's faced. He's dapped that one to the fielder at backward point. Sneak another single here, will GSB. The projected score reads 88, Rico. I think they'll need a few more than that. Well, it's just got up to 91 after that single there.
Yeah, but remember what I said. I did say that I still do believe that score, a sort of 95, once you get to the 90s, 95 to 105 will be competitive. And that is a good finish to the over from Khan. He does go for 29 though, 29 off his 2 overs. So a little bit expensive. The score remains 178. So 78, 6 wickets down, but yeah, absolutely right. I think this one, they want it to be a magical one. Get magical. When I say magical as well, I think, you know, talking about an over which is 20 plus, supersonic. We're talking to the high end of the 20s and even 30, but that's what they need here. They need a big over. Can that be delivered? And Raju Islam, he's been there a while, hasn't he? But he hasn't really got going. Just 5 from the 9 balls that he's faced. That's another thing that teams, especially the Golden Star Bonn, they're making the debut. That's one thing they do need to learn. Having, you know, not losing wickets is not what this is about. It's about batters going out there and scoring runs quickly. This will help, because that's why they're 1-1 as well. It means that the captain, who's been more aggressive, will get on strike, and he's going to be looking to hit a few boundaries here.
Well, those extras will come in handy for GSB. The score goes up to 80. White ball, and they run that extra by. Haroon there, the bowler indicating that it's slipping out there at the bowler's stride. Well, he's walked across his stumps on this occasion as the skipper, Zakir Khan. He'll sneak in another by.
Yeah, I haven't seen the signal yet from the umpire, and, well, looks like nothing yet. I'm not sure that the umpire believes there's probably a bit of bat on this. It's the bowler. And getting a few words of advice is Vikram. I mean, Vikram, he's bowled so well, I don't think he needs any advice. And now he's bowling at Islam. He'll be happy at Islam. Just hasn't got going at all. Well, he gets going here, gets his run out of the middle. Gear. Shaka, Lagia, manos arriba, arbitro, porque eso es 6 carreras. Boom, Shaka, Lagia. It was right in the slot, he was right, and he put it away.
Yeah, well, he's showing his skipper how to do it. We saw Zakir Khan, his skipper at the other end, try to do just that, waft past his stumps, walking across, and, well, Raju Islam nails it, doesn't he?
Goes for another better delivery, doesn't give him the same length. Bit fuller. They take it. Oh, well, it's gone to the wrong end. Will they still have him? I think it's going to be close. Asking the question. And they're going upstairs to have a look at this.
Well, this one's going to be a close call, isn't it? We saw the umpire sort of nodding his head in approval, indicating that he thinks that's probably going to be out, but it's a close one nonetheless, so they want to take another look at this. I thought they went to the wrong end as well with that throw, but, well, good stuff there from the bowler. Firing it back to the keeper, who was waiting there eagerly. Nice gather there from the skipper. Oh, he should have dragged his bat in. The number of times we see batters dabbing their bat in over the line as opposed to running it through.
Is the bat in the air, is it down? That's what they've got to decide there.
Oh, it's a close one, isn't it? His bat's in the air right now. Bails are off. I think that's a touch and go call there, Rico. Oh, well, that's a close call, but quick work there with the gloves. With his keeper. He had to reach over his head there.
It's a very close call, but I think the right decision's made. I think the bat is in the air. Excellent work again there from our guys from Spring Productions, and that's Martins. Martins is doing the magic, working the magic in the production room, the engine house, and does it and gets it absolutely right. But it wasn't good cricket.
Well, but I think good intent from the batters there.
Yeah, but look at the running here. Look at the captain. The captain wants it. He goes, but look at the non-striker there. He's not moving at all. And you can see the captain will be pretty disappointed because you are in the last over. You've got to take whatever you can. He doesn't even have a look back at the batter. He just says, okay, fine, I know. I'm not going to give you anything because I want you to put this ball out of the park. If you can put the ball out of the park, then I'll be pretty happy.
Jeet with the ball here. 3 balls to go in this piece. Bowls this one at good length. It's been hoiked into the leg side up in the air and they'll fall away safely.
Yeah, some news coming through as well, which one or two of you may have picked up as well. Remember, these are time games and you've got to bowl. You've got to have completed your 9th over and be ready to start the 10th over by 40 minutes. They haven't. So you've seen that score has gone up by 5 runs because 5 penalty runs have been added for slow over rate. So the champions haven't done themselves any favour, and well, I wouldn't be taking the captain Karamilius to a bowling alley. If I do, he's going to be in your team. He's not on my team because you've got to hit him from there, and he misses them. So it's more extras. So just finding out. Look, I said the score 95 is going to be competitive. They're there.
Well, through hook or crook, they're getting there one way or another. RGSB. Couple of more balls to go. This one's a slow ball struck nicely just over the infield. That ball will land safely.
Got to keep running, haven't they?
Yeah, Asad Mahmood's got a good arm too, but well, there were 2 for the taking there. They're trying to sneak a third here. That'll be at your peril, and it will be at his peril. There is no third run there, but with just the last ball to go, they'll try and get as many.
I think that's it, buddy. That's it. That was the last ball, so we were just a little bit behind on the display. So my calculations makes that 97. So they certainly did get a few in that last over. That's what they needed to do. Of course, that's the biggie, the 5 penalty runs. And this is all about the officials. The officials are always talking to the captain. So Cornelius would have known that. The captains will be saying to them all the time, you're running 1 behind, you're running 1 behind. And the other thing which didn't help, and that even though they did take 7 wickets. So remember, once you take that the 6th wicket, you get like an extra minute, and then the next wicket, an extra. It wasn't enough. So the run behind time, they've given away 5 penalty runs. 97. Well, no, it's 98. I stand corrected. 98 on the board. As of course they were run out trying to take the cheeky third. So 98 on the board. Let's have a look at some of these highlights. It started very well. The first over being hit for 17. Then that catch going down and the ball going to the boundary for Safi. He moved from 10 to 6 with a bit of luck. But the luck ran out there. What a good catch that was from Jeet. And remember, we're going to see him come on to bowl later as well. But this one was taken, and the captain was very happy about it, because having seen one go out of his gloves, he was happy to see one go in there. But he does have more issues behind those stumps, as we'll see later. But the positive thing I liked about the Golden Star Bonn is that they kept on going. Even though they had this blip at this point when wickets kept falling, they kept on going. I mean, that was a great catch there. And of course, they got the hat-trick coming up here. And this was it. Bang! Juggernaut, what they style. And well done to the man of the moment, Rana Singh, who picks up a hat-trick. Wasn't he overjoyed? Of course he was. And getting all sorts of celebrated delights and fist bumps from everybody. But then there was this little partnership. I mean, there was a bit of good fortune, it has to be said, for the batter. And it was maybe Paraji could have been going a bit earlier. It wasn't to be. This is another one that goes down. Good effort, but Ujwal, the key thing for me was that that the Golden Star Bonn, they didn't give up. They kept going. They played their shots, and they got at the end there. They got a bit of reward.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Rico. And when you look back at it and look at the scorecard and you look at it and it says 98, you're not quite sure where these ones came from. They didn't strike many a boundary. There were a few that came in here and there. Zakir Khan at the end, the skipper, got a few going his way. The ball there beating the fielder in the deep. But then it was Raju Islam who finally found his, well, the middle of his bat for one. And this bit of a mishap here for Zakir Khan. He didn't drag his bat in. He should have been doing that. Dabbed it up over the line. But, well, one way or another, GSB have posted a good total there. 98 on the board.
Yeah, they certainly have, and we'll have a look at that scorecard. 20 runs. Look, I said they need something magical. They did get something magical. They got the 20 runs off the last over. Of course, that was helped with those 5 penalty runs. You'll see that at the bottom with the extras. 17 extras. Look, that's why. Look, when you're bowling seven wides, that's an over. So straight away you're behind, and if you're not able to pick up I mean, we didn't see any bowler just bowling from a few steps. They all had run-ups. That adds up, and a little bit of inexperience from a team that, well, they should know all about it, so they'll be disappointed by that. I mean, if it's a matter of 5 runs, they'll be kicking themselves. But we saw the batting scorecard there, and have a look at the bowlers here as well. But Rana Singh, well, he's a man of the moment, a triple wicket maiden, and it was also a hat-trick from him. 3 for 14 he picks up, but also don't forget the man who started it all, Michael. I think he bowled beautifully.
Yeah, that was an excellent 2-man act there from Rana Singh and Farmanullah Miakel. 5 wickets between them and only conceding 19 runs in the 4 overs they bowled together. Excellent spell there for the Bonn Blue Stars.
Yeah, so as we have a look at the mid-innings summary, you'll see that Golden Star Bonn, well, Bonn is used to be the capital of Germany, I'm told. That's what Bonn is. It's actually an area. So Golden Star Bonn, well done to them. They made a positive start in their first ever match in the European Cricket Series. 98 for 8. So they're reigning champions, the defending champions, Bonn Blue Star. 99 required for them for victory. Let's see how they get on. They'll be back out there in under 10 minutes time. I'm Rico Full, and I'm delighted to be alongside a good friend of mine, Ujwal. Well, Ujwal will come back and see how this one goes. But I think it's very evenly positioned. I said that a score 95 to 100 will be a challenging one. Let's see if I'm right.
come back to this live action here. We saw the debutants Golden Star Bonn putting up a formidable total there. 98 runs on the board. We'll be trying to put this champion side in Bonn Blue Stars under some pressure over here. It's not going to be an easy chase. Not if the bowlers have something to say about it. Positive start is what they'll be looking to do here. The batters, the field in there. You already see that there's one fielder being pushed back here at long off. So it's probably going to be looking to bowl this full and straight.
Yeah, hello and welcome back, everybody. Certainly looking forward to see how the champions respond to that. I think they'll be a little disappointed. Oh, well, they'll be very disappointed with the 5 point runs that they gave away. That was unnecessary. That was all down to them. And I think they were disappointed with the way the final over went. They would have liked the score to be around about the 85 mark. Oh, an edge straight away. That's going to race away for 4 runs. So the first runs off the first ball is going to be a boundary. And a little bit sneaky here. That's not where he's looking to play this. He gets lucky. You see, he doesn't follow through with the shot either. He sort of goes to play a shot and stops himself, but can't take the bat out of the way of the ball. So Kadam gets lucky. 4 runs on the very first ball.
Yeah, Leela Gurugabelli, I think he's probably going to be the quickest bowler in display in this outing.
Goes for it, but one hand comes off the bat, but the ball goes over the infielders. That's a good shot to play the power play, because you know that you got all the men apart from 2 inside that circle. He gets enough of it. Look, one hand comes right off the bat, but you can see the difference between that shot and the one he played earlier. He throws everything at this. He doesn't stop himself, gets plenty of it. So a positive start here from Kadam.
Striking at 400 already. Ball's ball. Both of them have found their way across the boundary. Under pressure here is Leela. Holds this one down the leg side there. Some shape on the ball. That'll just take it further down the leg. Runs are coming here for the champions. Bonn Blue Star. Leela Gurubelli under some pressure over here. You saw some spongy bounce on display earlier on. Caught them try to hit through the line over here. He dances down the track. Fails to make connection there.
Yeah, he almost throws himself off his feet, doesn't he? He's trying to hit this so hard. He's trying to send it to the moon. Well, you can see what he's up there to do. Get after it.
Yeah, early runs on the board. Put the bowling side under pressure. Pressure can do mysterious things to you. This one's nice and full, but struck beautifully down the ground. That'll sail over the ropes, and another massive 6. That is excellent batting there. This one was there for the taking. He held himself there with great poise, did the batter, and let his arms do the talking. Excellent follow through as well.
Big hit, wasn't it? An absolute big hit. He smashes this. And what a positive start this is. Well, it looks like we're going to get a good over to start with here. That's a better ball, though. That's better. Get this. The sea of purple coming in. A bit of purple rain going in there on the offside as they all come charging in.
Well, Rico, what do you make of this field placing here on the offside? I think all of them are too far deep.
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, they're going for just the 3 out on the leg side. No issues with that, but if you've got so many bodies in the off, why is somebody not in to stop that single? This one here, why is there nobody there to say, right, okay, we've got a sweeper out there, we've got somebody who's sweeping, so let's just have one of us in there to stop that. And especially when you think the start that had gone off here. So but that's quite interesting, because that's the first over completed. It's 17 on the board. It's exactly like for like. So the first 2 overs in both the innings going for 17.
Let's see if we can get us a rocks copy over here of what transpired in that first innings.
And look, this is interesting. I don't know if you've been following this as well, but we went through a marathon, 400 plus matches until we got that golden ball, and it happened. And it happened in Portugal, but we did finally get some ourselves. We got 2 in Germany. One of them was match number 8, and then we saw one in match number 11 as well, and they were sensational. They really were. And will we get one here today? Well, this is that sort of score, you know. I mean, normally, in Dresden, it was around about the 80s, 84 so. But I think here you can add another 10 runs to that because of the way this pitch is going to play. So I think anything in the 90s, there's always a chance. Well, you could follow the same sort of pattern that we did in Dresden. Dresden, we got that hat-trick quite early. We've had a hat-trick already. We've already seen something special. We've already seen a player, Rana Singh. His name going in our Hall of Fame. Could we also see another golden ball here? It's the new bowler. It's Mike Bairaji. Didn't he do well with the bat? Now, just trying to see what he can do with the ball here as well to make a bit more of an impact. He's down the leg side. There's a bit of a half-hearted appeal. The wicketkeeper does well, and then he decides to do target practice on the back of Kadim's bat. Don't know what this is about. Watch this. He's saying, well, okay, you might have got away with the LBW, but boom, there you go. How about that? Have a bit of this. But the bowler saw the funny side of it. I don't think the batter did. Bairaji, can he get the breakthrough?
This one's full on that side of off stump. Throws his hands at it, does Abbas, but fails to make contact. So here Abbas opening for the Bonn Blue Stars alongside Shaifullah Kadim, who's already got a few boundaries to show for. Abbas once again, this is full, he makes contact this time, that's sailed over the ropes. Another big six here for the Bonn Blue Stars.
What a shot this is. This was blistering. Oh, this was brutal. Look at this shot. The timing is, absolutely sensational. But when you talk about timing of a ball, that's how to time it. And that is probably the longest boundary as well. What a beautiful shot that was. That was a hit and a half from Abbas.
Going quickly there. Only 74 more needed of 50 balls. So runs keep coming. They can do it quite smartly here. This champion side. Paritosh Bairagi, of course, did a good job with the bat, bringing his team up from a slump. Can he strike here?
He'll direct it down the leg side. He'll be disappointed with that. Just get the feeling that early on, Ujwal, that the openers, they haven't really run in and bent their back. They've been a bit tentative to do so. Like even the follow through doesn't seem to be too much of a follow through here. Bairaji, see again there, he bowls and he stops. Not good fielding. That is poor. That really is poor. You've got to do better than that. And there's no pace on this at all. And just watch the fielder. He totally misses it. And I mean, there's sometimes some grounds where you can blame the outfield. You can't blame the outfield there at all. You just got to get down. You've got to make sure you don't leave any gate open. The bowler will be bitterly disappointed with that. That ball should not have gone for four.
No uneven bounce either there. So running out of excuses. Got to put in some good fielding shows here if you want to try and defend scores that aren't all that massive. This one's struck into the offside.
Well, that's well fielded there by ZZ Top. The bounce on that one, there was a bit of a Tortuga there. So sometimes you will get this bounce. I mean, that's what it's saying. When we saw, have a look at this bounce. Look, there he is, ZZ Top. There's the Tortuga. Well, Jeffrey is out there in the ground somewhere. Nicely stopped there by the fielder. Liking the look there of Rahib Nawabi making the stop. End of the over. So these are the teams involved. I mean, long challengers, we're going to see them tomorrow. So the first two teams, who's going to be the first to register the 2 points to take the top spot in the standings? And then, well, remember, these two teams, they will do it again. So back-to-back matches between the team making their debut, who've put 98 on the board, so 98, 99 required by the defending champions. They've made a good start here so far, though. And look, 17 off the first, stays at 30 off the second, so they're just a 1 run behind where their opponents were at the moment. Down the leg side, that'll be a wide, and the batters, they say, yeah, we'll go, and they do go. In comes the throw, firing in at the bowler's end. Well backed up by the man who's just done the bowling.
Going neck and neck here with the GSB team in terms of where they were at this stage of the game. But well, remember, there was this two-man act from Rana Singh, who took that hat-trick, and Miyakail bowled 2 measly overs.
Nimat Safi, he is the bowler. Better line Well struck with the field to get to it, and he doesn't. He goes through him. It's 4 more. 4 carreras más. Y feeling काफी कोशिश की थी पर जोका लग गया. He's just not able to get a hand on it, and Sam Williams says, "Come on, boys, I'm trying to sort out the banner."
Well, Zahir Abbas definitely loves his wristy flicks. You saw the flare in his wristy 6 he hit over the offside, and that was once again on display.
Well bowled, yeah. Sam Williams there, he's working on the banner, and then he sees the balls coming his way as well. I told you he's multi-skilled. There we go. Sam Williams, the project manager, he's sorting that banner out, and next thing he knows is that, oh, come on, guys, I have to do the fielding as well. There he goes. Good on you, Sam. So another one that escaped to do it, but the reply was good. Can he get it up there again? Yeah, nicely played that. That's a shot of a batter that looks to be in pretty good form. It's a pitched up delivery, Yorker length, and he's just clipping this away onto the onside and taking the single.
Yeah, well, Safi looks like he has good hand-eye coordination there. Just letting his hands go through the ball. Saw him hit that 6-over cover there, getting his wrists into play. Very wristy cricketer, apparently.
He's up in the air, but there is a fielder out there, and it's gone over him, and it's 1 bounce, 4 runs, nicely played. Doesn't quite get the middle, but look, again, you're in the power play, and though that fielder's there, he's inside the circle. Once it goes over him, it's going to be boundary. There you go, 4 more. And you can see here now another bowler who's getting a bit of stick, so they're just starting to already, the heads are starting to go down again. Ian Johns doing a fantastic job out there, one of our moderators. Please remember to show dignity and respect to everyone when you're on the chat. Yeah, that's all we ask. Look, get involved, talk to us, ask us questions, but yeah, look, be respectful to everybody. Nice shot, beautiful, but they have got a man out there now. He does go through the inner circle. The man doing the sweeping makes the stop. I think they just needed this over to be over so that they can spread that field a little bit more, because at the moment they don't really know where they wanted to put these 2 fielders. At the moment it's like from one end to another. Outside is sweeping the boundary in the offside. It's a good reply, and also sweeping on the leg side. That will be the end of the over. It finishes with the score of 42. So this is a point where we saw the slowdown from the Golden Star Bonds when they were batting, but you can see there's no slowdown at all from the defending champions, Bonn Blue Stars. They've raced to 42. A good power play, that, Ujjwal.
Excellent power play there. We saw that the man with the majestic moustache and the majestic beard couldn't do anything too magical with the ball. So no wickets to show for GSB with 3 overs already bowled. Well, they'll be very happy with the start, the Bonn Blue Stars. Playing like champions, you can see exactly why they're the reigning champions at this ground.
Well, you mentioned a man who had a beautiful beard and moustache. Well, this is a competition. Well, give us a vote. Who has the better beard and who has the better look? Because Nawabi is coming on now. And, well, Safi, he's got some competition with the looks and maybe with the bowling as well. What can Nawabi do? Can he slow things down a little here for his team? It's a bit of spin, off spin. This is being played absolutely beautiful. Really well fielded there. I mean, that was a difficult one because the ball once again pops up, but he keeps his eye on the ball and makes a really good stop. Nicely done.
Yeah, Navabi here, first spinner on display today. We've spoken about the steep bounce spinners tend to get here on this pitch.
It's back towards the same field. That's at Singh, that's doing the work out there at the moment. Guru Singh.
It's very quick across the turf, isn't he? Want to bowl this one a little shorter, try and find that good length. He's been over pitching there so far in this over.
Well, he floats this one right up and he says, if you want some of this, have it. And the batter, well, his eyes probably line up. Bit of the moon ball there. But misses out on it. Dot ball. Rahib. This time it's a bit flatter. Well watched, well bowled. This is clever. This is intelligent. I like that. I like a bowler who mixes it up. I like a bit of Bombay mix. You don't know what's coming out of his hand next.
Something's going to give here.
Just flies down the leg side. Keep an eye on the umpire here. I don't know if this makes any contact. Yeah, it does. Leg by. That's what the excitement was about. I think there he probably thought maybe it might have taken a little bit of the bat. It doesn't. Isn't this the go compare look from Rahib? You know the effort. Maybe you're not supposed to say things like that, actually. I'll get told off again. All right, Vinny, sorry, I didn't say it. Okay, not doing that. End of the over, and it's a good one. And Rahib did manage to tighten the screws slightly. How are you thinking? Who's the happiest side here at the moment, Ujwan?
Well, definitely the reigning champions, Bonn Blue Stars. They're doing really well here, but we did see that the first introduction of spin here has pegged them back quietly. Tidy over there from Navib there. And I think, you know, if we see more tidy overs here, pressure can build. We do know that dot balls can have a massive impact, Rico.
Yeah, well, this is where the Stars, and when they were batting, they slowed down, didn't they? They slowed down for a bit and then let the defending champions in, but they had that acceleration. You can just see here that I don't think Bonn Blue Stars are going to make the same mistake. They just want to keep going, and of course they do. I mean, they've got the upper hand here. No, you know, they're batting well. No wickets are going down. They've got the upper foot. Oh, big swing, just too high. Listen, that's another important thing we need to look at here now. And the umpires, they're going to always be under pressure here with LBW decisions, but I get the feeling that unless that ball is Yorker length, they're not going to get them, because this is a bouncy pitch. Ball always seems to be looking like, it's like that sort of length on the pads. If you're right in front, oh, could this be the mix-up? He gets back, and the throw comes from the fielder, just a little bit short. The bowler had a lot to do here. Have a look at this. You can see just dropping short of him. And I think if he's, I don't think he can take it on the bounce. The bounce would have done him. So he's a little further throw, better throw. He would have had his man. Oh, that's well bowled. That's bat. Good delivery. That's bat. But I'm liking this. I'm liking this change-up. I'm liking the introduction of spin. And beautifully bowled.
And I think that one was probably drifting down the leg as well. Spin doing the job here for GSB so far. Can they strike though?
This is on the leg side, been hit well. He's got work to do there, the fielder does brilliantly well. Really good from Ashgar. That ball it's bouncing around as well. He needs to keep an eye on the bounce, but he does. I think he ends up taking it one-handed, left-handed. Outstanding bit of work. Nakvi, good start from him so far. Just a little bit leggish. I would like to see him attack the off stump.
Perhaps raise his pace as well. Really float this one.
Oh, got him. That's what I'm saying. You got to be straight. You got to be on the money. He was straight. He's on the money. Zips it through. That partnership, 47. Well, it will go no further. He's knocked him over. Dundee, juggled it there. Well bowled. And that's the breakthrough they needed. Nakvi is a man to get the first wicket for his side. He's the first man to take the first wicket in the European Cricket Series for his side. So Golden Star Bonn, well, they finally have got their first dismissal. They badly needed it.
Well, intelligent bit of bowling here. He was firing them in earlier on. This one, he dragged it back, dragged his length back a little, made it a little shorter, and that one just kid through as Abbas there tried to play across the line of that ball. And to his peril. He'll be happy with the hand he played though. Bonn Blue Stars. Things are adding up slowly here for GSB.
Yeah, I mean, that was Kadem who gets bowled for 22 of 15. So he will play. Mind, he's given him a good start. I mean, it's a good time for a number 3 batter to come in, really. You've got runs on the board. They've been going at a good pace. It just allows this one to go past him, takes the wide. Not the best of deliveries. This is where I don't think Nakvi needs to get excited. Don't try to bowl too fast.
Yeah, he's trying to mix it up, isn't he?
That one was a lot quicker one. I mean, just slow it down. He's a new batter. He's the man under pressure, but he flicks it up in the air. It's on the leg side. This will go all the way. Manos arriba. Vidro, porque eso es 6 más. Es una Ariana. Es una grande. Not the right deliveries on the pads. And this has just been smashed away. So a new batter comes in and says, no problems. You're going to bowl it there to me. I'll put it away. So, well, that's a very, very good positive start from Haroon Khan. He gets his first ball, smashes it for 6, and the 50 comes up inside the 5 overs, 54 for 1. So they're right on cue here at the moment, and that's what good teams do. Good teams try to finish it off sort of an over 6 balls before. They don't want to really take this into the last and make it nervy. This has just been respected. It's really been flighted up there from Nawabi, who bowled a very good first over. There we go. He's got that look about him. I'm not going to say who it is. It could be 2 things come to mind. One is a potato crisp company. Wide ball. Try something different. I don't mind that. He's probably just trying to see if he can get the batter to charge him.
Yeah, smart cricket here from the reigning champions. Not taking their foot off the pedal. Runs are coming in a flurry.
Harvey bowled a very, very good first over. Just 3 runs came from it. Looking for a wicket, searching for a wicket. In the air, this could be it. It's gone a long way up. It's a call on it from the fielder. Very, very good cricket, brilliantly done and well bowled from Rahib Nawabi. He deserves that. He's bowled really well. So does pace off doing it again. A good catch there as well. I'm liking that because Naqvi, he's called it early. He knows that the bowler Nawabi is coming for it. So I heard the call here, even with our headsets on. He said, it's mine, leave it. And great technique, good catch. And look, well, Nawabi's pretty happy about it. So well done. They get their second wicket. And it's a spin at the moment that is doing the job. And they've removed both the openers here now. So that is the end of Zahir Abbas. And he departs for 20 of 16 deliveries.
Well, but the new man in is a man with a great reputation and a wealth of experience. It's Asad Mohammed. He's played for the German national team in the past. He's one hell of a ball striker. Let's see if Navabi has some special sweets to offer. False start there. Asad just taking his time to get his guard and get going. We'll have to do that one again. Well, Navabi is off to an excellent start with the ball in his hand. Well, this one's floated up about the eye line. Asad requires no second invitation. He smashes that one way over deep mid-wicket for another massive 6.
Well, this is just a juicy one. And, well, it's probably a little bit high as well. You know, I've seen those called, and I haven't seen anything from the umpires to give a free hit there. But that, for me, was a little bit too high. But maybe because of the pace of the ball, the umpires not picking it up. This one's hit down the ground. Oh, that's a difficult one. That's really unfortunate. We've seen that happen in front of us here. You've got to feel for the fielder here. And Miraji, I'm not going to give him too much issues about this because the bounce here just doesn't happen. I don't know if you pick this up. Look, it hits the deck and it just skids through. He does get a hand to it. I suppose the only thing you could say, maybe try and get a bit of body behind it, but it was hit hard. He was unlucky with the bounce. So boundary. Now, well, he's going to be in the action again, as he knows. It's been picked up in the infield. Good throw. Oh, this would have been close, you know. And now they want 2. But this is Dorney. No, they don't. They decide against it. That's a good call for me. I don't think he would have made it. That could have been naughty. But it could have been nice, but it could have been ugly as well. They don't need to do that at this moment of time. They've got the game where they want it to be. Got 2 batters that are hitting the ball pretty cleanly. You don't want to give another wicket away here.
Exactly. They don't need to fix what's not broken. They're going well here.
Yeah, I think he would have just made it there, but yeah, I don't think it would have been risky to try and take on the second. This is the bowling so far. You can see there that it's the spin. The spin is coming on. Nawabi, he bowls really well, goes for 16, but he does pick up that very important wicket. And they're going to keep to the attack that's worked. So this man is going to continue. It's going to be Safi to come back on, and he bowled very well there as well. Give you those scores here now at the moment. So they're going really well. No real issues for the champions. Does well this time. Shouts to catch it first, but he just had to stop it. Does, watches the bounce, gets the stop and gets the throw in. Good cricket once more. 68 it was at the end of the 6th over, so they're staying at above that 10 and over, which should see them home more or less sort of, well, they're looking to do it in the 9th over. I think they don't want to take it into the 10th.
Yeah, and if Asad Mohammed has anything to say about it, it'll be much earlier done and dusted.
Once again, uppish. The fielders are back on the boundary, so it's one of those which you either try and commit or not, but he decides to just save the boundary. Well, there's that look. I'm loving the looks here of the beard and the moustache from, well, in this case, it's Safi, but Nawabi as well. Bit of a competition going on there. 100 people there have been liking it on the chat as well. Gets his wrist right on top of this, keeps the ball down. The fielder does well. That's the way to do it. Get the body behind it. Ashgar has been very good out there, and a good arm from him as well. Just letting the batters know, well, look, I'm here. You want to take me on? This is what you're dealing with. What do you think of those kids? I'm loving them. I'm loving that kid. I mean, they are Golden Star Bonn, and they've certainly got the gold stars on their shirts. Oh, this is so unlucky. Now, that's what I'm talking about, that delivery. Look, LBWs, if that's hitting, everybody's going up, right? But look what the ball does. And this is something that everyone, including the umpires, have to take a look at. Look at the ball going up there. just bear that in mind. The umpires will be looking at that as well when they've got to make their decisions on the LBWs. Khan on strike. He wants to go big again, and he gets the width, but he leaves this intelligent. The wicketkeeper not able to get it, and then he throws it away, and they're taking 3 here. Oh, well, this is a bit shambolic. It's a wide ball first. The wicketkeeper, Mudapatu, he's not able to deal with it, and then he throws it. I don't think he needs to throw it here. I think the batter is comfortably in. Look, there's the throw. He's already gone past the line, and then he backs himself to come back. That is really good running, so should have just been a 1 more, and it ends up being 3. Hard hit. Oh, opportunity. This would have been a catch and a half. It really would have. Sensational effort from the bowler, Safi. Wow. Great effort. Look at this. This is being hit out of the middle. That's out of the meat of the bat. Smacks him on the fingers. I've seen him stick, you know. I've seen him stick. But just not today, Safi. Great effort from him.
Did well to stick one mid-out there. Definitely saved the boundary. Asad Nomad wants to complete this in a hurry. Shot ball, goes for the pull, gets that upper sleeve, but lands safely there for another single to the fielder, cleaning up at deep mid-wicket.
Yeah, gets a bit of luck there. Hay poquito de suerte there for the batter because he doesn't get much of this. Could have gone anywhere, ends up dropping safely. So Asad Mohammed, a bit of luck for him. He moves, keeps his score ticking. He goes into 14 of the 6 deliveries that he's faced. Remember, these 2 teams, they do it all over again. Just have a look at the teams there. I don't notice any major changes there so far on those teams, but it's an opportunity. Well, we don't know how this one is going to go, but certainly an opportunity for one of them to bounce back, or the winners, to really take a dominant start, make a dominant start in this series and go 4 points clear at the top. Which way will it fall? At the moment, both teams are playing some good cricket, but you just think that the defending champions just on top here. It's the rate that they've been hitting at. I think what we've seen, and it's one thing that I think is so important in this format, is that no matter what the situation, that the batters come out, they remain positive, they attack the bowling, and just keep the scoreboard ticking, and that's what they've done. And they go back to Naqvi, who bowled very, very well. Job in the field as well. This one's down leg side, but he could get lucky. Back of the bat, fielder comes in and takes a catch, and just like that, the partnership gets broken, and it is Khan that has to go. Well, he'll be disgusted with himself because he was just getting himself moving, and then this one is on the leg side. Somehow he manages to get this on the back of the bat, and the fielder comes in and takes a catch. That's nicely done. Here we go. You see, that's way down leg side. Would have been a wide. He don't know where it is. He's looking at the leg side, and then it's he's a partner at the other side that's saying, hey buddy, I think you're going to be out. He said, what do you mean? He said, look, it's over there. And in that moment, the catch has been taken. So Haroon Khan, he does goes for 9 of the 6 deliveries. So just every time there's a wicket, there's an opportunity. Every time a partnership is broken, there's an opportunity. 77 now, and the second wicket goes down.
Do you remember, of course, that the Bonn Blue Stars conceded 5 penalty runs because of their slow over rate? Right at that fall of the wicket, you could notice some urgency amongst the fielders. Fielder who ran in from point and caught that one, just threw the ball back.
Yeah.
Don't want to concede an extra 5 here to the GSB.
Second wicket, the third wicket, sorry, does go down. New batter that comes to the crease. Take guard, looks like it's going for middle, so Naqvi, the bowler, Hosnain Naqvi gets the wicket.
He's done well here, has Hosnain Naqvi. Mixed it up beautifully, got lucky on that occasion.
Nicely played, taking the single, a lot of noise out there, a lot of buzz. The catch there was taken by the captain, Zakir Khan.
Well, that's the beauty of these double headers, Rico. The fact that you can go back at it if you've gotten it wrong first up, or continue on the momentum if you came up trumps.
Naqvi once more. Good delivery, nicely bowled. It's right on middle stump. Doesn't give any length really for the batter to get under it. Just plays this out to long off. Pardon me. Comes in to dust the fielding. Something's got to give here. Something's got to give. Oh, there's the swing. Oh, and well, he's overcommitted. He could be in trouble here, but it's a bad throw from the keeper. And you can see the disappointment there from the bowler. He knows a better throw here. And you've got Asad Mohammed in trouble because Bra did not want to respond. I mean, there was no run there for me, to be honest.
With Asad's quick between the wickets, and he was herring down the track there.
Coverage of Bra, he's gone. He's right up there, full, it's straight. He's on the money, and he knocks them over. On the money, give us some honey. And Deranjit Bra, not sure what shot he was trying to play here, but he departs. And just like that, this game just stays alive. The Golden Star Bonn, they're not giving it up yet, and it is the first match they're playing in the European Cricket Series. And to be fair, it's been a good one. It's been a good debut from them. I mean, win or lose, I've liked what they've done. I like what they've done with the bat. Made a good start. They had a little blip, but they came back well, and I'm liking what they're doing here with the ball. I'm liking the variations that they've got with the bowlers here.
Excellent piece of bowling there from Naqvi. That was a second wicket there. Husnain Naqvi is doing the job for his team for the time being. That'll be all he can offer with the ball in hand. He's bowled his fair share of 2. And the man with the ball in his hand is Paritosh Bairagi. Did a good job with the bat. Can he put his hand up when it's all important for his team? Only 2 overs to go from here, 20 runs to get.
12 balls, 20 runs. So like I was saying, that the way they were going, they were on course to try and do it inside the 9 overs in the 9th. But now it looks like, unless this is magical, it looks like they're going into the last over.
Yeah, wickets won't be a problem for them. They've got 6 up their sleeve, the Bonn Blue Stars.
It's in the air. Is the player going to get under? Oh, he's overcommitted, but he's done really well. Well, he has and he hasn't. Because first of all, if he stays where he is, he's taken the catch. And that would have been big, that would have been vital. But then he does superbly well to recover. He goes back and he does take the catch, but he has to release it as Guru. Otherwise, he would have gone over the rope for 6. Look, he sees he's going over, then he lets it go. Look, he does touch the line. So it was a good move. And, well, you can see he just overcommitted. And because he did that, he wasn't able to take the catch. Oh, well, that's a big moment. Big, big, big moment. So the chance goes down. Now is Jeet to face his first ball. Nicely played, but to the fielder, they'll take the single. This is the important thing. I think Asad Mohammed, remember that, dropped on 16. He will want to stay on strike. He's going to try and finish this game off.
Yeah, there's a game of fine margins. How crucial will that drop chance go down? We'll have to wait and watch.
Well, this is great. Dot balls are golden dust. And speaking of golden, well, could we have a golden ball? And I did say it was that sort of score. And when you look at what's required here, 18 of 10 balls. Golden ball is when the scores are tied. Leave it up there if you think about it. Back to the action live. Oh, he gets hold of this, but where's this going? He goes all the way. Balle, ginna sona, ginna vada shaka. And just like that, well, the balance swings again. Now back in the favour of the defending champions. Bonn Blue Star, that's a big hit. And you can see why it's so important that Asad Mohammed stays out there. That drop, though, when he was on 16, that could have been vital. Bairagi, what can he do? What does he have? Short edge. Fielder does well. Keeps his eye on it. Keeps it to one.
Asad Mohammed, what a hand he's playing here for the reigning champions. 24 of 12 balls, striking at 200. Be licking his lips to get this done and dusted for his team here. Only 11 needed from here, 7 balls to go.
Oh, well, it's an edge, it's a diving effort from the keeper, Amal Mudapatu. Does really well, gets, I mean, you can see here, gets his fingers to it. But the other thing that's frustrating is he palms it out of the way of the man at third, who then, because he has to renegotiate, he allows the single, and that's big. That's really big. The only thing about this is, I suppose, getting the single, I think it puts him back on strike. So just have a look at the scores on the board now. So they've got 10 of that over. So it's now going to be 10 required off 6. And what do you reckon, folks? Are we going to see a golden ball here? Come on, call it early. Who reckons what? Let's hear from you. Are we going to see a golden ball? 10 required of 6 balls.
The man who's been given this uphill task of defending those 10 runs is Leela Gurugubelli.
He hasn't bowled yet, right? Has he bowled? He hasn't.
He bowled the very first over.
The first one. The one that... Well, so this is a brave move. He went for 17 off his first. Here we go. Swing and a miss. Dot ball. Massive. I mean, this is where I think they had to be smart here, Bonn Blue Star. He's just got to get a single. He's got to try and get Assad on strike. He wants to go for the big shot. He wants to go for glory. First one is the dot. 10 of 5. For
me, that's key here, Rico. Can he bring Assad back on strike? Shouldn't go for the glorious shot here. Just trickle it down. Take that single. Let Assad, the man who's out there in the middle and doing it, get the job done.
Oh, this is a nice looking shot. They've set it for 1, will they? They think about 2 and they're going 2. That surprises me a little. I thought that Assad would want to stay on strike, but he's got confidence in his partner out there. 8 required now, 4. Leela Guru. All the pressure on him at the moment. Can he be the star for the Golden Star of Bonn? What a debut this would be if they could get this victory over the defending champions in the very first match of this series. Guru, once more. And he gets another dot in. Yes, he does. Wow.
Oh, we heard a roar here from the fielder at long off as that one went through the keeper. Another dot ball. Goal dust, as he said, Rico.
8 of 3. 8 of 3. So we've gone dot to dot. He knows he's going to be outside the off. Will he make a change? Will he just try and get a single? He hits it straight, just passes Assad, trying to get it through the 2. He doesn't. They take the single. Watch the bounce. Feels it well. That takes it to 7 required of 2 delivery. 7 of 2.
At least 1 boundary is required here, Rico.
Has to go for a boundary. The batters, well, he's deciding. I like the blade you've got.
I love how this game, the very first one that I'm coming back up alongside you, is going straight down to the wire, Rico.
Right to the wire. I told you, didn't I? I told you that score, that's the one. It's going to be close. They've just stayed in this, haven't they? I mean, I think that spin attack was so critical with Nwabi and Safi.
Bit of advice here from Hosnain Naqvi to the bowler.
Huge delivery this. Oh, it's a dot. That's what they needed. So now a 6 of the last ball takes us to a golden ball. Could it be? Well, we know that we had some dramatic finishes in Dresden in the first few games in Group A, where the ball was pumped to the 6. The last ball to give all sorts of jubilation scenes. But this one, a 6 takes it to the golden ball. Bonn Blue Stars, the defending